Hi, this is Josh from PharmacistTips.com. Here today we're going to talk about changing the date and time as well as the battery on your Metrix meter. We're going to show you on the Metrix Go as well as the regular Metrix. Start out with the regular Metrix. The battery right there in the back. Lift that tab. You'll find the battery that's at 2032. Common size. It can be found most pharmacies as well as hardware stores. I know the pharmacy where I work, I'm happy to help people change it if they have any problems, and most pharmacies will help you with that. Just goes in the back, shut the door. You want the number up, go like that. To set the time, you're going to use the 3 buttons on the top. You're going to start off with the middle button and hold it for about 10 seconds until it beeps. Alright, so there it's beeping. You can see it starts off with the hour flashing. You use your side-to-side buttons to set that. So it's on AM. If you're wanting the time in PM, you just have to go all the way through, and there it changes to PM. So if we want 1 o'clock, when we're happy with the hour that it's on, we press that middle button again. Now we're on to the minutes, and again, you can use the back and forth buttons to set it to the minutes that you desire. And then press the middle button. Then we're on to the month. Again, back and forth to set the month. Same with the date. When you're happy with the date, press the middle button. And then the year, same procedure. Now, after that, it comes up with a special function. This function is if you want to record the time or what state your body is in when you took the reading. The full apple means before eating. The partial apple means 2 hours after a meal. The running figure is after exercise. The pill signifies if you think some medicine caused that. The sad face is if you're sick. And then the flag is if it's a special situation. You can just toggle to turn that on. I'll turn that feature on. That's an advanced feature. It's not required that you use it. Some people like to use it, but absolutely not necessary. And then we'll press the middle button again. The next one is a ketone prompt. If you turn this function on, it's going to prompt you to check your ketones if your blood sugar reading is over 240. To leave it off, you can just press the middle button. And then we get to a series of alarms. The alarms will sound for 10 seconds. If you want to take your blood sugar at the same time each day, you can set an alarm. So let's say we want to set on, so we push that middle button. And then we can set the time we want the alarm to come on, just like we set the time for the time of day. Once you get to that desired time, you again use that middle button. And there you have an option to set an alarm 2, alarm 3, 4, and then you're back to your time of day. You can just hold that middle button once you're happy with your settings, and your time is set. Now we'll look just a little bit closer at that function for setting that can tell when your blood sugar was taken as opposed to eating or fasting. So we'll put our strip in. One strip at a time. Of course, before we take our readings, we want to wash our hands with warm soapy water, dry them thoroughly. Once that's in there, wait till that's prompting us for the drop of blood. Whoops. Go ahead and gently massage our finger if the drop of blood is not big enough. Go ahead and okay, there's it's doing our reading. Alright, so there it's showing the reading, and now it's coming up with those options. So let's say this 81 is 2 hours after eating. So I move it to that eaten apple, and then I press that middle button, and it will code that glucose reading as 2 hours after eating. Just makes those numbers mean a little more when you go back to look at them. Again, a totally optional function. It's not something you have to use. All right, let's look at the True Metrix Go. First of all, the battery, it's a little bit harder to get the battery out of this. There's a little tray. If you see this little indentation that sticks out, the tray is right next to it. And it comes out, you just kind of push on that to get that tray to come out. Okay, see there, it's coming out. Same size battery. You can replace that the same way. It just pops out right there, and then you slide it back in. Again, most folks at the pharmacy will help you if you have any problems with that. And then you put that back in. Setting the date and time is a little bit different on the True Metrix Go, as there is only one button. There's just this one button here. So you hold that down, again, for about 10 seconds until you get that beep. Actually, there's not a beep there. It's when the screen starts flashing. So to set the hour, once the time is flashing, you go through. And this meter only shows PM. So if you want AM, you want no letter displaying after. So let's say we want 6:25 AM. Now we just let it flash, and if you're not changing the hour, it'll, after about 10 seconds, it will go on to the next one. So there's our minutes. Push that button to change the minutes to that we want, and then we let it flash, and it will automatically go on to the next one. All right, so now we're on to the month. So you can change your month, go all the way through the months to get to the one that you want. And then you let it flash until it goes on to the next number, the date. Okay, so now we're on to the date. It is the 10th, so I'm just going to let that go. And then after that, it should come on to the year. And there, the year is correct. Again, you could change that if you needed to. There, now your time is set. It's showing 6:30 on February 10th, 2019, and it is set. Any questions on how to set these, go ahead and ask in the comments below. Be happy to discuss that in further detail if I didn't completely explain that, or if you have any other questions about these meters, I'll do my best to answer. And thanks for watching, and I appreciate it if you'd subscribe to my channel.